So we have this guy on the green screen. Let's try with the normal key here. Key out, increase threshold. Yes, we're losing a lot here. Go into soft. I doubt we can do it with a simple key here, so let's do this with the HSL key here. Color. Okay. Select this. Full key threshold. More. Let's dial it down and soften it up. Okay, even more. Okay, you can see we've really got it into the man. We can revert the keying with Luma Restore, because I'm betting the glasses are really darker than the green screen was. Same goes for saturation. Yes, the saturation is a key here. Okay, so we can basically go inside the hair here. Okay. Not bad, we can work with it actually. So now we have to, despill it. The normal despill is a free plugin that you can get. So let's select the color. Just to, you should know it's not always the color of the green screen. It's probably something clearer. You have to find a color that removes as much of the green screen color as possible. Watch the look here. Okay, that should be something like this. And now the despiller has an option to tell him which pixels actually need to be despilled. So it looks for a difference between the spill color and the pixels value, and if the difference is higher than the 0 dispill threshold, then it won't despill the pixel. Right now the threshold is very high, so everything gets despilled. If you lowered it, watch the face of the man. Oh, there it is. See, these pixels will not be despilled. Same as everywhere, you can soften the edge of it. Just move the full despill threshold below the 0 threshold. There we go. So we can use with the key right now. Okay. So that's the despill, the amount of despill. Less, more, however you want it. And the Luma compensate. You can brighten the despilled areas or darken them. Pretty nice. That's a free despill that you can download. There's also an advanced despill. We can actually copy all the data that is the same. So 0 despill threshold is 0.43. Full despill is 0.38. Amount is 0.44. Okay. Additionally, what we have is a color correction of the despilling, which lets you change the color of the despill. Let's increase the 0 despill threshold so you can see on the face. It just changes the color that the despill pushes the spilled pixels towards. Now let's reduce. This is 0 threshold, okay. Also you can change the gamma of the fade between the 0 despill and full despill. Right now we need an edge for this to make it more visible. And also below Luma compensate you can actually replace the color of the pixels. The more spilled they were, the more replacement will take place, and the color the pixel is going to be replaced by, and the amount of replacement, so you can see the spilled areas get replaced by a color, right? So let's just fine-tune edges here. Okay, not bad. Dial it back down. Okay, that's actually a pretty nice key. What we can do now you very often get these edges here, dark edges that come from sharpening of the image that usually TV shows have turned on their cameras. And you can actually remove that edge with the use of edge bleed. What this filter does, as you can see, is pretty nice right now, right? What the edge bleed filter does, imagine this is a background, this is an object, and here we have an edge. This is an edge of the object, right? The edge that you don't like because it comes from sharpening the image in camera. So let's apply the filter, and right away you see the edge disappears. The way it happens is that the plugin finds the edge and then finds the next pixel next to the edge and copies the color data to the edge pixel. We've got 4 modes, basically one horizontal, vertical. It's the pixel searches for valid neighbor horizontally and vertically, whereas one all searches horizontally, vertically, and diagonally as well. And the second group of settings is 2 pixels, basically doing something like this. It searches within the radius of 2 pixels for a neighboring pixel and copies this color into 2 edge pixels in between, right? So this way we remove entirely the original border. And the settings that we have here is edge minimum alpha and edge maximum alpha. Basically, here you have a simple example where the border pixel is fully opaque and the background is fully transparent, but sometimes it's not so easily black and white. And here's where you can set which pixels are considered fully transparent, so below this minimum alpha. And you can also disregard the pixels that are fully opaque, telling you that it's not the edge, you don't want to touch them at all. The edge would be a pixel that is less than fully opaque but still surrounded by a border. Usually you'll probably leave it at the default. Edge pixel color mix amount, just what you would expect. This actually lets you mix between the new color that was supposed to be copied and the original color. One more thing, this setting, edge pixel alpha, you might expect it to fade the edge pixels, and you would be right, except it works only on pixels that originally were not fully opaque, because sometimes there are some strange artifacts there that are left, so you want to dial them down. In this example I don't see any pixels like this here. Let's get back to Keying. Maybe we'll see something here happening. Oh yes, here we go. As you can see, the pixels that are not fully opaque, we can reduce them even more, having an effect of kind of choking the image in. Okay. Also, on the same example, I can show you how the edge blur works. Basically, one in dials down the opacity of the edge pixel, one out leaves the edge pixel as it was, but recreates the pixel next to it and makes it opaque. 2 in out makes these pixels gradually disappear. 2 in phase the alpha 2 pixels inwards, from the border. 2 out actually recreates the last 2 pixels out and fades them in, and 4 in out doubles the effect. Okay, so as you can see, there's no blurring here, there's just recreating the pixels and fading the alpha channel. Last but not least, this image. If you're not satisfied with any of the despill filters here, there's also a filter called Spill Alpha. Basically, it allows you to make a selection based on how much color spill there is in a pixel. So, the same controls as in despill filters. As in these pixels have no color spill, and now they're gradually fading. Okay, these have full color spill, of course. Since right now we're creating a whole new alpha channel, but we probably want to include the original one as well. So now you have all the pixels with color spill from the blue screen on a separate layer, and now you're free to do whatever you want with them. So reduce the saturation, maybe change the hue of them. That's actually all up to you. Whatever you want to do with them, you can. That's it.